Hi, my name is Meggie Young, and as a proud Buckeye, I am happy to read you a story as part of Storytime with the Buckeye series. So I will be reading Never Play Music Right Next to the Zoo by John Lithgow with illustrations by Lisa Hernandez. This is a great book for grades pre-K through third grade, and it's read with permission from the publisher Simon & Schuster. Now, before we begin, one of the things that I do at Ohio State Lima is I teach music, and I love seeing how kids interact with music. So as we go through this book, anytime you see a musician, can you either pretend to play an instrument? You could pretend to play the trumpet, or the flute, or you could be the conductor and conduct all the musicians together. All right, let's dive in. Never play music right next to the zoo. I went to a concert when I was a lad, no older than many of you. I sat with my sister, my mother, my dad, at a bandshell right next to the zoo. The soft summer air was so balmy and sweet, and the program was running so long, that I found myself falling asleep in my seat despite all the music and song. Can you see the musicians? All at once the conductor erupted with rage. A band of wild animals was storming the stage. Oh, children, remember, whatever you may do, never play music right next to the zoo. They'll burst from their cages, each beast and each bird, desperate to play all the music they've heard. The lions and the elephants, the bears and the raccoons will steal away the trumpets, the flutes and bassoons. Can you play your trumpet? Replace the musicians and chase them away. Then they'll sit in the bandshell and play. The monkeys played fiddle, the bison played bass, and percussions were manned by the camel. The yak played the sax until red in the face, a surprisingly musical mammal. The bonobo played oboe, the ferret the flute, the jackal attacked the bassoon. The hippo had chosen the tuba to toot by the light of the silvery moon. Can you toot a tuba? Siberian tigers, Mongolian goats, a superabundance of bestial notes. As the animal orchestra filled up the air with chaos, confusion, and clatter, the audience calmly continued to stare, as if nothing at all was the matter. I trembled with terror, suppressing a scream, while my parents just sat there enraptured. Oh, how I wished it was only a dream and those creatures all safely recaptured. But since by the minute I had grown less afraid, I decided to sit back and watch while they played. Now the animals are playing the instruments. Can you play your instrument again? Great job. They finished and each put his instrument down, then bowed and descended the stage. Each shed his tuxedo or evening gown and hurried back home to his cage. Then each reminisced, so grateful and glad, so full of contentment and pride. My mother, meanwhile, strolled away with my dad, but my sister remained by my side. She tugged on my sweater and spoke in my ear. You'd better wake up or we're leaving you here. Had he fallen asleep? Oh, children, remember, whatever you may do, never play music right next to the zoo. They'll burst from their cages, each beast and each bird, desperate to play all the music they heard. No, never play music right next to the zoo, and pay strict attention to rule number 2. Bear it in mind for the rest of your days. Don't fall asleep when an orchestra plays. Oh, it was all a dream. So I hope you enjoyed our story. I'm so glad that you joined me today. If you are interested in more of these stories, check out our channel. We're so excited to read to you. Thank you.